Hello guys, it's DenisLD with another brief beer review. Had problems with my internet provider for the last 5 days. I haven't had any internet, so that would explain why you didn't see the previous couple of reviews appear for a while, even though I filmed it like a week ago. So today I'm doing probably the last brief beer review for a while, at least the last from here from Montreal, before I'll go to Russia literally in a couple of days. This is the kind of gimmick beer because it's called Old Bobby, and it's very weird. It's got a picture of a dog wearing like a uniform. It says Heart of Pub Tradition, and it's a 4.5% literally pale ale or bitter. But surprise, this is not from England. This is not from Europe. Well, it is from Europe, but not from Western Europe. This is actually brewed by Baltika in St. Petersburg, Russia. So this is their first attempt at an English style ale, other than their porter, I suppose, but this is like a more traditional pub ale interpretation. I had a couple of these already before I came here after New Year's, so I know what to expect. And the fun thing is that this actually holds full pint in the bottle, so it's a bit bigger than usual half-liter bottles. It says here in Russian, ale is traditionally served in English pubs. Try the new Old Bobby Ale, a special beer brewed with the pale ale malts from England, and it's stop fermented. So it's weird that they called it Bobby. I suppose that's because in Russia Bobby is a very popular dog name, while in England it's usually used to call Bobbies like policemen or something. So it's a typical pretty nice looking copper colored beer, dark copper, some nice, okay thin head. Doesn't smell as nice as it did when I first tried it in Moscow. I guess it's not as fresh, but it still reminds you of a very traditional and kind of generic bitter. Biscuit notes, caramel, bit of earthy hops, a touch of caramelized fruits or something like that. Coming from one of the biggest beer producers in Russia, this is surprisingly good. And if I were given this without people telling me what it is, I'd probably say it's some sort of an English beer. I'm not really tasting anything off in the beer. I wouldn't say it's one of the best bitters for sure. It's not. But it's got everything you'd expect in the style. And it could be a good gateway beer for Russians to realize that there's more than just pale lagers and maybe an occasional dark beer, Schwarz beer out there. It's got a very nice light to medium, medium body, very bready feel to it, a bit sweet, definitely with a mild hoppiness, English style. The only surprising thing about it is that it's doesn't have any additives or adjuncts in it, but it's brewed with sugar, which could be it is an adjunct in a way. It's just not a grain adjunct, and I'm not sure why they use sugar in this kind of typical English brew. But all in all, very sessionable, very drinkable. This is my third bottle in about 4 months, so I can say that this is a very, very good I guess new venture for Baltika. It's probably one of the best beers from them anyway. And the good thing is that I saw it in New York City and I actually made my cousin try it. So if you're in New York City, you will be able to find this along with the rest of Baltika beers. And I'm not sure how well this is distributed to the other states, but you can find it outside of Russia. They also have a lager, like I guess Irish style lager. It's pretty much the same bottle with a green label instead of this ruby color. So yeah, Old Bobby Ale from Baltika. I would probably give this like a 7 out of 10. It's a very good interpretation for Russian ale. This is lovely. It's like a Russian bitter, but it tastes very similar to like a middle of the road kind of English one. Cheers. This is a bit too long, but sorry guys. See you soon, I suppose, hopefully.